how you felt, obviously in the context of what's happened over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's tough. You just want to play well here. You want to be healthy. You want to be peace of mind. You want to be clear. And obviously, I'm not. So, what happened a couple weeks ago scared me, and obviously, I'm not over it.
So, did whatever that was happened? Did that play any kind of role in what happened this afternoon?
I mean, I think anyone can see I wasn't myself.
Did you at least accomplish, you got out of court though, I mean, you didn't play well, but now you've played a match. Is there a positive to be taken from that?
I'm not so sure. I mean, I was always going to come out and try, see how I felt, and it's just frustrating because, I love coming here, and I don't want to go home, and I want to play well here. I want to stick around for a long time. I've had success here in Houston in the past, and I love this tournament. I love how they take care of the players, and you want to reward. You want to give it back to them, and I'm just frustrated that I wasn't able to do that.
So you feel doubly bad. I mean, it's not just the fact that you lost a match. This is a place where you want to shine.
Sure, yeah, and yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a fun place to come. I mean, they treat us very well, and like I said, you want to give it back to them.
How hard is that to try and win in this sport when you're not feeling well out there, or you're not yourself?
Yeah, it's such a fine line. I mean, everyone's so good. I mean, Mike played great today. I mean, he's made the fourth round of the French Open and almost beat Quertin. So he knows what he's doing on clay. Obviously, my first clay court match, and I got here on Saturday. I wanted to put in the work and put in the time and make sure I got some practice on the clay. And my schedule was perfect coming in, sort of, because I knew obviously I wanted to come here and play well, and I knew that going to Monte Carlo was going to give me a lot of clay court practice as well, and so I wasn't going to have that issue coming in here. And I'm not sure how much that played a part, and Mike still could have beat me whether I would have played 3 tournaments before this or not on clay.
What's next? How are you going to assess where you're at right now?
That's a good question. I'll certainly go home and get with family and try to sort some things out.
Have you given any thought to skipping part of the clay season to recover and go into areas that you specialize in?
Not just yet, but I will. I mean, I'll assess. You always assess your schedule, and when you have breaks in the schedule and you need them, you got to take them. This is my 12th or 13th year out here, and it feels like it never ends. It just feels like it just keeps going, and so when it piles on top of you like that, you have to be careful, because a lot of times you can feel like you don't want to be out there as well, and that's no fun and no good for anyone.
You got a lot of points out there to defend this year. Talk about that a little bit.
I won a lot of matches last year, so I didn't just get to 8 or 9 in the world by 1 week. So yeah, I played really well last year. So but that's nothing new for us. I mean, I've won almost 300 matches, and a lot of those I have to come back to next year and defend. So it is what it is.
When you won here in 06, as I recall, your career was in a bit of a crossroads then because of a fairly serious shoulder injury. Was that it?
That was a wrist. Yeah, my wrist.
The wrist. That's right.
I was coming back from a wrist surgery that dropped me to 350 in the world at that time.
But so you weren't certain at that point you were coming back from it, right? It was pretty.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know what that was going to what was going to happen with that, but yeah, no, I mean, everyone has injuries, and you got to work through them, and you know, it's a delicate. The confidence is delicate, as much as you feel great out here. You know, a couple months later you could feel bad, and a couple months later you could feel good again, and you got to take away the bad and try to dwell on the good as much as you can. And, you know, so I'll try to do
Probably too much to call this juncture right now a career crossroads, though, right? I mean, this is just a blip on the radar screen today.
Like I said, I mean, look, I didn't get to top 10 in the world. I've been here for a year now, and it just doesn't happen overnight. Like I said, so.
Like it's only
Would
the
I like
contest
to be
of the-
moving on? Sure. Would I like to have won this tournament? Absolutely. But you know, I got to get my mind right again, and you know, get my confidence back of just being able to, you know, not even on the tennis court at this point.
Do you think Mark Knowles can help you with that?
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, he's a great tennis mind. I don't even consider him a doubles specialist at all. I mean, I just consider him a tennis specialist. But we haven't been working for very long. We haven't been able to put in any weeks on the practice court and just practice. And you know, we've been on the road as far as tournaments are concerned. He's still playing, so he's still trying to play. So it's a work in progress. And you know, no scenario like that is perfect. You know, and you know, he's got a family that he wants to still play for, and when he's not playing, he wants to be at home with them, and so that's a delicate situation as well. You know, you always want to come out here and give your best, and prove that, you know, his sacrifices are going for the good as well, and I respect him a ton for that. You know.
Marty, you've got the health issue thing in the back of your mind, but you think you're okay. I mean, I know you've got to think about it now, and that's a burden. But I mean, that wasn't what was wrong today in terms of the actual physical strength.
No,
Yeah.
no. Look, I've lost a Mike on clay before.
Yeah.
I've beat him on clay. I've lost to him just like that before. I think in '06, maybe even before I won here. Maybe just before or just after. So I mean, he's won a lot of matches on clay. Yeah, he's a great player.
Still at her, he's a grinder.
Yeah,
you know, never quit, don't you? I mean,
Yeah.
you know for certain that's not going to happen.
Yeah, and you respect that. And look, all these guys are good, and it's such a fine line. And if you're off, most likely you're going to lose. You know, we lose a lot, and I've lost a few matches in the past few months that have been head scratchers for sure that I hadn't had in 2010, 2011. But you know, we'll try to turn it around.
Thanks a lot. Good luck, my friend.
Thanks
Take care
very
of
much.
yourself.